Hello and welcome to ITAC. ITAC do simplify technology, information and communication for you. So believe you me, you are at the right place. I'm your host, Favor Tao, and right about now, let's see what we have on the show.
In the heart of Ondo State and Nigeria, there is a place where innovation thrives and dreams take flight. Welcome to Information Technologies Hub and Synergia. At ITAC, we're more than just a technology hub. We're a nurturing and synergistic community that fosters the creation and support of information technology products and services. Here, people from all walks of life come together to gain digital skills and access top-notch infrastructure, turning their ideas into successful digital ventures. Entrepreneurs find a home at ITAC, where they can transform their ideas into successful digital ventures. With the support of our vibrant community, we strive to establish an ecosystem that nurtures creativity, collaboration, and entrepreneurship, allowing individuals to flourish and make a meaningful, long-lasting difference. At ITAC, we embrace the convergence of technology, creativity, and business, fueling innovation and driving digital transformation. Our commitment to excellence, innovation, and partnership supports organizations and individuals in realizing their vision of making a lasting impact on the digital landscape. Join us at Information Technology Hub and Synergia, where innovation knows no bounds and dreams become reality.
Have you ever heard of 5G networks? I guess you have, because most of us are really conversant with 4G network. But the future of 5G network cannot be overemphasized. 5G network allow us to get faster speed. We can even connect to multiple users at the same time. What that definitely means is that everything will be so fast and lovely. So let's see what 5G network is and the advantage it has to do in our life.
Let's rewind to the 80s. Meet Ted. He owns a small beverage company that sells smoothies and juices. Ted purchased his first phone, a bulky handset that was in style at that time. His phone provided voice calls with the help of first-generation technology, 1G. For his business back then, 1G was more than sufficient. In a decade's time, Ted's business flourished due to the quality of his products and services. Ted wanted his customers to be loyal to his brand and hence made customer satisfaction a priority. For this, Ted decided to have a dedicated customer support team to resolve any customer issues faster. So, he and his team upgraded to a better phone that not only provided a higher speed, but also enabled services like text messaging and multimedia messaging services. This was referred to as 2G. After 2 decades of selling smoothies and juices, Ted had now become a leader in this category. So he decided to diversify and expand his business to other categories, such as soft drinks, coffee, yogurts, croissants, macarons, etc. That meant he now had more products to manufacture and more customers to serve. Ted needed his business to keep up with the competition and grow further without compromising on quality. He was introduced to smartphones that had a good data transmission speed. This technology was called 3G. With 3G in the market, Ted's business benefited a lot more than before, as he was able to reach out to new customers, making them aware of his brand and new products, and solving any issues even better. In the late 2000s, with the internet booming, online business became a necessity. Ted started selling beverages, coffee, yogurts, and a range of other products online. At this point, his company also started brand advertising, and he generated a lot more business data than ever before. He became aware of the successor to 3G, 4G. This next generation of wireless technology boasted better multimedia services, higher speed, and more security. Ted was happy with his new 4G services as he could sell and market his products swiftly. But he thought 4G was sufficient for his business and the maximum the domain of wireless technology could ever evolve to. However, with the enormous data that his company generated and automation at its peak, Ted had to store data in the cloud and transform his manufacturing processes. He was in need of more than just 4G to stay connected in his business. With the huge number of investments in his business and with the world turning digital, Ted wanted a faster and reliable network connection for his firm that could use his business data and sync the machine, tools, and people to raise production and deliver a better customer experience. He did his research and wondered how he could achieve this and how to better facilitate his business online. Just then, he came across the term 5G. Ted learned that 5G could operate as much as 10 times faster than 4G, thereby reaching a peak speed of 20 gigabytes per second. He realized that 5G could really transform his business by using robotics and AI to pick and place raw and processed foods. Robots enabled with 5G could also help him cut, slice, dispense, sort, and package his products. And this is exactly what Ted was looking for. He was intrigued by the term 5G and went on to understand what the hype was all about and how different it was from its predecessors. Ted first learned that any information that he sends or receives in a network is carried through the air with the help of radio frequencies. 5G operates similarly. However, it uses higher radio frequencies to carry more information faster. The beauty of 5G that he discovered was that 5G utilizes multiple input and output antennas to avoid physical objects like buildings and trees coming in the way of communication. Further, he went on to understand that 5G consists of two main components: the radio access network and the core network. The radio access network includes small cells, macro cells, towers, and home systems connecting users like Ted and devices to the core network. Macro cells use multiple input and output antennas that enable one to send and receive large volumes of data simultaneously, and small cells complement these macro cells. Meanwhile, the core network of 5G manages all the internet and data connections. The core network is designed to integrate with the internet much more efficiently. The core manages the advanced features of 5G, like network function virtualization and network slicing. Ted learned that network slicing is a wise way of cutting the network into several slices for a specific business or industry. For example, emergency services can work on a network slice independently from virtual reality or a business. All these nitty-gritty and benefits of 5G assured Ted that 5G was exactly what his firm needed at the moment to carry out an interactive and hassle-free business online. Thus, he incorporated 5G infrastructure in his company business.
Welcome to ITHAC Creative Productions, your ultimate destination for all your creative and digital needs. From captivating films to engaging content, we bring your stories to life with precision and passion. Our expert team crafts original content, adapts existing ideas, and creates powerful promotional videos tailored to your brand. Boost your online presence with our comprehensive digital marketing services, including video marketing, social media production, and targeted online ads. Capture every special moment with our full-service event coverage, ensuring your events are remembered forever. Bring your imagination to life with our animation services and immersive VR/AR experiences. Partner with us for insightful consultation and collaboration to achieve your creative goals. Visit us at www.ithac.org. ITHAC Creative Productions. Innovate, create, inspire.
Tech in View captures technology in motion, showing you what's next before it becomes a norm. You all will agree with me that every technological skill or technological tool we use today was introduced to us before we start using them every day of our lives. Tech in View is going to do that for each and every one of us. Let's see what it has on the show.
Introducing Data Secure, a new era of secure, bias-free synthetic data built by Magnus Bain AI Agency. Across industries, companies struggle to innovate with AI while protecting sensitive data. GDPR restrictions, privacy risks, and limited data access slow down progress and create bias in machine learning models. Data Secure bridges this gap, using advanced generative models to create synthetic datasets that mirror real data without exposing any personal information. It empowers teams to innovate confidently, ethically, and at scale. Our modular architecture ensures scalability, precision, and compliance. It includes 4 core layers: data ingestion for secure integration, AI synthesis using GNs and transformers, bias and privacy analysis for ethical validation, and a quality export layer that guarantees data fidelity and fairness. For years, real-world data has been too restricted for large-scale AI. DataSecure redefines data access, enabling organizations to generate safe, regulation-ready synthetic datasets for research, development, and AI adoption. Our mission is to accelerate AI development by up to 70%, ensure full GDPR and EU AI Act compliance through automated anonymization, and eliminate bias with statistically balanced datasets. To build trust in synthetic data, we focus on thought leadership, strategic partnerships, and digital outreach. Educational content, collaborations, and measurable case studies showcase our impact in responsible AI innovation.
Seriously, it's a question we all kind of have to ask ourselves. From your private health records to your financial data, the most powerful AI models are often trained on the most sensitive parts of our lives. But what if there was another way? A way to get all the amazing benefits of AI without taking on all that risk?
And this gets us right to the heart of the issue, what researchers have started calling the AI privacy dilemma. It really is a classic battle. You've got the incredible speed of technology on one side and the crucial laws designed to protect us on the other.
To make this super clear, just think about a medical AI that could predict diseases. I mean, that would be amazing, right? But for it to learn how to do that, it needs to see thousands, maybe millions of real electronic health records. The problem is we have these really important privacy laws, like GDPR in Europe and CCPA in California, that basically put up a big stop sign. They place strict limits on using exactly that kind of sensitive data. So you can see the conflict. It's progress versus protection, head to head.
So how do we get out of this jam? Well, the answer might be to get a little creative and, well, make things up. Researchers are exploring this fascinating idea of creating high-quality, fake data that actually preserves our privacy. And it turns out there are 2 key ingredients you need to make this work. First up, we have synthetic data. The best way to think of this is like a stunt double for real data. It's completely artificial, totally made up, but it's been engineered to have all the same statistical patterns as the original. The absolutely crucial part is that no real person's information is actually in there, not one bit, which means it's safe to use for training AI.
The second ingredient is something called differential privacy. You can think of this as a mathematical shield or a force field for your data. Basically, it works by adding a tiny, carefully measured amount of statistical noise while the data is being generated. This makes it mathematically impossible for anyone to look at the final dataset and reverse engineer it to see if any one specific person's information was used. It's a rock-solid privacy guarantee.
So a recent research paper introduced a framework that brilliantly combines these 2 ideas. It's called SafeSynthDP. And what it does is it uses the power of large language models, or LLMs, to create synthetic data that also has that differential privacy guarantee baked right in.
So how does this whole thing work? Well, first, you feed a large language model just a handful of real-world examples to teach it the style and the patterns. Then, the LLM just goes to town, generating a brand new, completely synthetic dataset. Now here's the magic trick. As it's creating this data, it's also injecting that carefully controlled statistical noise. You can even adjust how much privacy you want using a parameter called epsilon. Think of it as a privacy dial. The end result is a totally new dataset that is both incredibly useful and private. Okay, that all sounds fantastic in theory, but does it actually work in practice? I mean, can this fake data really train a useful AI model? The researchers put it to the test to find out. And this is really the million-dollar question, isn't it? If the synthetic data has too much noise, or if it doesn't capture the right patterns, any AI model you train on it is going to be pretty much useless. So what the researchers did was compare the performance of models trained on the original, real data versus models trained on their new synthetic data. And this table shows the results, and it really illustrates the trade-off. For the simpler machine learning models, like a multinomial naive Bayes or a support vector machine, the drop in performance is pretty modest. Take the SVM model. It went from about 87% accuracy on the real data down to 76% on the synthetic data. Now that's a noticeable drop for sure, but the model is still really effective.
And here you can see that gap nice and clearly. There is a price you pay for privacy, and in this specific case, it's about a 10-point drop in accuracy. But the key thing is that the model trained on the fake data is still performing way, way better than just guessing. That tells us it really did learn useful patterns.
However, the story changes a bit when you look at the more complex deep learning models. Models like GRUs and LSTMs, which are designed to find really subtle hidden patterns in data, they saw a much bigger hit to their performance. This suggests that the noise we add for privacy can sometimes end up hiding those very complex signals that these advanced models are trying to find.
So, this brings us to our final and maybe most important takeaway. What exactly is the price of privacy, and can we actually control it? It all comes down to this one fundamental trade-off. If you want stronger privacy, you have to add more noise. In the technical terms, that means a low privacy budget, or a low epsilon. But more noise usually means lower model accuracy. On the other hand, if you're willing to have slightly weaker privacy, you can add less noise, use a higher epsilon, and you'll get better accuracy. It's a sliding scale.
She walks, head held high, the crown of faith beneath the sky. The world may stare, may scoff, may frown, but still she stands. She won't back down. They see her dress, they see the veil of the mother's dress, and they think they've seen her, nothing less. But oh, how shallow are their eyes. They miss the fire that never dies. They call her Arima Boa with pride, looking for daycare in silence. But every word they hurl becomes a flame. She wears her veil and wants her name. They think she's weak, confined, controlled. But she's a diamond, fierce and bold. She covers her head, not her brain.
If individuals judge her not by what she wears. Because I mean, there are lots of times I'm judged by what I wear. Trust me, I have a lot of times. So is there any business man that resonates with you like, nah, this has happened to me before? Let's have a system. You learn that just resonate. That's one. Please come up. If you want to, just come up. Thank you.
So the line that resonates with me the most was where she said, they call her Abolima Bowa. She said she covers her head with a lot of rain.
Okay, thank you so much. She covers her head, not her Great. Now,
To be honest, I wouldn't say it's a thing of competition. I'd say it's basically everybody trying to get ahead in a world where we have more resources at our fingertips. And this is because in the past, we didn't have things like online learning or MOOCs. It was much more expensive for people to access knowledge in the past than it is today. So now, with technology affording us all the opportunity to be able to access knowledge immediately in bite size, everybody just gets access to it. So I would think that is the drive for women.
Then it's the best way. What we're trying to do is to make sure we are teaching you exactly what you need to learn. We're not teaching you, we're not going around giving you program. We're just giving you direct stuff you need to learn. From SQL to Power BI to Excel to Python data analytics. And this is what we need to survive in the market today. It has gone beyond learning Excel. People will ask you, bro, what can you bring to the table? It's beyond Excel nowadays. You need to be highly technical. And using myself as an example, studying biochemistry, I didn't study science, I didn't study engineering, I didn't study mathematics, but I'm excelling. I'm excelling.
Welcome to ITHAC Creative Productions, your ultimate destination for all your creative and digital needs. From captivating films to engaging content, we bring your stories to life with precision and passion. Our expert team crafts original content, adapts existing ideas, and creates powerful promotional videos tailored to your brand. Boost your online presence with our comprehensive digital marketing services, including video marketing, social media production, and targeted online ads. Capture every special moment with our full-service event coverage, ensuring your events are remembered forever. Bring your imagination to life with our animation services and immersive VR/AR experiences. Partner with us for insightful consultation and collaboration to achieve your creative goals. Visit us at www.ithac.org. ITHAC Creative Productions. Innovate, create, inspire.
Applications have become so paramount in our day-to-day lives. Everyone uses one application or the other. It's time for the app of the week. This app is something we show to you every day, and we hope you create time or you create space on your gadgets to download it. Please join me as we unveil the app of the week. is definitely the engine that will power the future of tech. We all know that the availability, the reliability, and the speed of 5G cannot be overemphasized. Join me every week, same time, same station on ITAC. I'm your girl, Favor Tao. See you next week. Bye.